How's it going, everybody? This is Bryce West with the Illuminati. I'm here with John Tui at Power Morphicon. He played Doggy, Krueger, the SPD Shadow Ranger, as well as Daggeron, the Solaris Knight in Power Rangers Mystic Force. John, how are you doing today?
Feeling good, Bryce. Thank you.
Doggy Krueger has become, one of the most famous Power Rangers mentors in the history of the show. So what was it like sort of stepping into that role, especially a very unconventional role as this like sort of humanoid dog person?
Awesome. I got to really dust off a lot of the theater training that I've had in my past. Yeah, he was a stature-based man and very regal, and then there were other elements that came into play in terms of wearing a dog's head and navigating that, the costume, the heat. Yeah,
so you were actually the person in the costume?
I was in the costume, so I fed the actors their lines, so I had to memorize the lines too. And, and it helped them respond, and they were all talented, great actors. I think the chemistry between everybody in the show, even to this mechanical dog, was very real, and that's a combination of great acting from the actors and me being able to respond to them, to have them do the lines. Like, it was awesome.
So, like, how do you sort of try to act whenever you're in this, this massive costume? Obviously, I know your lines were re-recorded later through ADR,
yeah.
but like, how is it like trying to perform while in this, this massive, dog costume?
Oh, that was the skill.
Yeah.
I was trying to navigate how to walk, talk, turn. I couldn't turn my head, so there's the body turn, so I had to use a swivel to him, so he's kind of light on its feet. Inside the dog, I could only see through the mouth, so I had to teach myself to look down to this area. And it's for them to be able to, because in the early stages I kept looking up to see where they are, but then Doggy Krueger ends up looking up, right? So it's a combination of movement, puppetry, embodying the character, and then understanding the mechanics, the techniques to use to, and then to read to the actors, respond, timing, everything. So it's like I was still acting in the dog suit.
Yeah.
And when he morphed, it was the stunt player that was in the costume. I did the ADR for Doggy Krueger, so in a way I was kind of more connected to the character, like doing the ADR after, because I was in the suit.
Yeah.
And then as an actor, I'm listening and trying to respond. Yeah, man. It's a combination of many things, bro.
So what was it like returning just one season later in Power Rangers Mystic Force as a completely separate character, no costume this time, it was just you? What was that like, having that sort of, alternative?
So Daggeron was a different character, and when I came in halfway through the season, for me he was like a loyal uncle leader type, who was protective of the cadets. I've said this before, but Doggy Krueger are based on General Patton. So, and George C. Scott did a performance in Patton, that blew my mind when I was watching it as a kid. And then I based Daggeron on Russell Crowe, playing Maximus in Gladiator, so he had a different accent. And it was cool. It was cool.
So what went into, like, did they just like you so much in SPD that they just said, like, hey, come back, or what was that like?
People keep saying that, like, they were offered to, no, man, I auditioned for it.
Okay, yeah.
I auditioned for the role. Like, there's, all the fancy posters behind me are snippets of things that worked out well as an actor for me.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't, in between those frames, there's a lot of rejection, a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And I think the Power Ranger motto is, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. You fight. You have to fight to win. Good versus bad. We have to win, and we find a way to win through our unified diversity, right? I think the franchise is the most inclusive of a lot of franchises, with the colors, no matter what system of belief politically or how you stand in life. Yeah, just love, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I had no idea that you had auditioned again, so that's really neat to hear.
Daggeron, yeah. But people always thought because I worked there. No, I came back and I auditioned. I fought for that role. And I fought for every role that I've attained in my career.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's all. And I was wanting to talk to you about that too. You've seen a lot of success here lately in some major projects. You were in Hobbs and Shaw, and I believe you're going to be in the new Moana. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's already been publicized. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, and enjoying the filming of that, and it's going to be a banger. I'm very proud to be part of Moana, and also very proud to be a ranger, acting in Moana.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure, it's been great seeing you in more things. To close off today, if you could return as either Doggy, Krueger, or Daggeron, what would you like to see those characters do in a future story?
Fight evil and win.
There we go. Take it, Hasbro. Thank you so much, John, for your time. It's been a pleasure.